Hello friends, today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is one sun, one world and one greed. Now, before we move further, let us discuss the background under which this OSOW is being discussed. On 2nd of November, British Prime Minister Mr. Boris Johnson, the host of COP26 at Glasgow, along with Indian Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, has announced this Green Grid initiative to tap solar energy and have it travel seamlessly across the borders. So we all know what is the agenda of COP. It is being organized under the United Nations Conference on tackling the this climate change. So one of the idea is to contain the emission of greenhouse gases. So in that context, this green grid initiative is going to be very beneficial for all the countries of the world, because it will supply the source, it will supply the clean sources of energy to the world, so that they can easily replace the polluting sources of energy on which they have been relying so far. So it has got two aspects. One is this tapping the solar energy, and another is the supply of solar energy seamlessly across the borders. So let us go further. So OSOWG aims at connecting the world through a common grid. So there will be a grid which will connect the countries of the world together, and since it will not be a polluting source of energy, that is why we are calling this as Green Grid initiative, and it will be used as a channel for transfer of solar power, transnational electricity grid that would supply electricity across the globe in a phased manner. So let us see what are the key points in this. So this grid would be a transnational electricity grid that would supply electricity across the globe, but it will happen in a phased manner, right? GRI is based on the fact the sun never sets. We all experience this, that sun never sets, because it is the source of our sustenance on earth. It is the main source of energy. So this endowment of nature which sustains life on earth is going to be harnessed in such a way that we can meet our energy requirements. So it is based on the fact that sun never sets. It is always a constant at some or other geographical location at any given point of time. The aim of the initiative is to generate round the clock electricity from the sun as it sets in one part of the world and it rises in the other part. So still the countries are making their effort to harness the solar energy, but it is a piecemeal approach. Now with this initiative, Green Grid initiative, or one sun, one world, one grid initiative, we are going to collaborate our effort. We are trying to create a synergy, so that all the countries of the world can come together and think that there is a possibility of better sources of energy. Now, we have been discussing about it for a long period of time. So in order to contain global temperature rise within 1.5 degrees centigrade by 2050, this agenda has been set at the Paris Agreement. We have been discussing about it for some time, that is COP 21. So in order to achieve that milestone, we need to have a intermediate milestone, that is by 2030 the world need to reduce the carbon emission by 45% from 2010 level. Then only we would be able to contain the global temperature rise within 1.5 degrees centigrade by 2050 from pre-industrial time. So now it is now moving further, the concept of green grid initiative also takes care of sustainability. Let us understand what this means. Sustainability, which assumes that amount of resources in society are finite. We all know this, that we don't have infinite resources. So within the limited resources, finite resources, we have to meet the energy demands of each and every country and individual. So we need to be judicious. That is why we need to use this in such a manner so that it is preserved for the future generation also, but at the same time it do not hamper our progress also. So this is the concept of sustainability. So it will take care of the issue of sustainability also. Now moving ahead, we shall discuss about implementation of OSOWOG. It will be implemented in a phased manner and it is divided in 3 phases. So phase 1. So now by now we have understood that a kind of grid would be connected. So this grid will connect or tape solar power from all the countries and it will be supplied to the rest of the world through a common grid. So how this is going to be implemented? So as we have discussed, it will be implemented in 3 main phases. So phase 1, it is the interconnectivity in the Asian continent. As we all know that India is the is at the fulcrum of this initiative. So India will be in the middle of all this. So Indian grid would be connected to the grids of Middle East, South Asia and Southeast Asia as a common grid to share solar energy in addition to other renewable energy sources. So India will supply its surplus renewable energy to the other nations in its vicinity like Middle East, like South Asia and Southeast Asian region. And we have discussed about India's commitment that by 2030 India shall build a capacity of 500 gigawatt of renewable sources of energy. So we are going to do build our capacity, and with this capacity we shall not only meet our requirement, but we shall also be providing energy to the other neighbors and other regions in our vicinity, definitely immediate vicinity. After this there is phase 2. So it will connect the functional first phase to the pool of renewable resources in Africa. As I said earlier, that this is a approach which will incorporate all the countries of the world, which will put every country will put their resources into this basket, so that we arrive at a solution that is sustainable, that is clean, and that will also contain the greenhouse gases emissions. So as concerns the first 2 phases, the solar spectrum is divided into 2 broad zones. First, Far East, consisting of countries like Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Myanmar etc. And the second is the Far West, covering the Africa and Middle East region. So India is in the middle and towards its east and towards its west. Initially India shall supply energy through the grid. In the second phase, the other countries will also contribute into the grid, and they will also use electricity from the grid, and this way this way in the second phase it will connect far east to far west. Far west here we mean Africa and Middle East region. Of course, India will be in the middle. The third phase plans to achieve a global interconnection. So in its third phase, it will connect all the countries of the world through this common grid. The project aims to incorporate as many countries as possible to create a single power grid of renewable energy that can be accessed by countries all over the globe. So this is the initiative, and before I conclude the session, let us keep one thing in mind, that nature has provided us an opportunity to be united. We have seen during the most difficult time of the corona, and again during this climate summit, that we need to put our resources together. We are just not divided, but our destiny is to be united. Always keep this in mind, that humanity is above all, and एक सूर्य एक चंद्रमा एक से है सबका नाता. With this, I'll conclude my this session today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share if you liked our video. Thank you very much.